What's good my fellow Fish and Planet players? Welcome back to the next video, and in today's video, we're in Qualifier 3 of Crappie Valentine Cup, and guys, I want to say GG's to everyone who participated in it. Now these are the spots I rotate in this video I'll be showing, so I'm going to just give you guys a short walkthrough of where the spots are and where to find them. While I'm doing that, let's give you guys some quick tips and tricks that could and might be helpful to y'all. So number one, the best bait to use is a roach or a beetle called cockchafers. It's a funny name, but honestly, I recommend y'all to use this over leeches. I'm not saying leeches is a bad bait, but guarantee that this bait I'm telling you guys about is 100% much better. And to avoid like small catfish from eating the leeches, the roach thingy, they will not go for it as much. The bass will though, so just an heads up. And in a couple of spots, the steelheads or the chinook salmon will choose the cockchafers over the leeches. So be careful of where you're casting at, and this will mainly happen on the far left dock. If you're casting out in the deep towards the crappie spot, I'll be showing in this video also. So guys, not really many areas going to be after worrying about chinook salmons and steelheads. Now for this spot right here, it's a really good spot. The only downside to it is that you have to cast super far and you have to cast near the weeds to get them crappies to hit. So guys, I would recommend using two rods. One that can be used up close and the one that can be cast far along the weed edge that you can't get to. Now guys, these last tips will be important, and that's the depth. I recommend using 20 inches, and for hook I use number 4 at the start of qualifier 3 in the first hour, and I switched over to number 1 in the last hour or to the last 30 minutes remaining, because at some point you're going to need trophies to be bigger and to need to hold that position that you're in on the leaderboard to keep that place and to not move as much going back and forth up and down, especially if you're in the top 5 or even top 20 to get those big trophies, to get the rank up in the leaderboard and to keep that area. And shout out to Richard for recommending the number 1 hook. I did switch late to it in the qualifier, but when I did switch to it, I got more trophies and somewhat some bigger ones as well. Now just something I noticed when I first started playing this qualifier. At first the bite rate was super slow, and that's because of the peak time being low, but my recommendation is to fish all these spots that you have and to at least get one trophy or two in the area, then you move on. Do not grind one spot for too long unless that spot is still active. So guys, the more time you waste in the first hour of the qualifier, the less fish you will get, and then in the midway after that 1 hour passed, then that's where the bite is going to be picking up. At least that's how it was for me and my bro Richard. Of course, you're going to have players out there with good RNG that will have bite rates for a good time. My recommendation is, if that spot is active, don't move until it's not active anymore, or you should know when to move and when not to move. That's a tricky part right there. With that said guys, I'm hoping something I show or say in this video can be helpful, and I'm hoping that y'all stick around from the first part of the commentary of the video until the end, because I did say some very important tips to players who are going to be doing this now, later, or even next year. With that said guys, I appreciate y'all who have been there from day 1, qualifier 1, Mudwater River, qualifier 2, Rocky Lake, and the qualifier 3, San Joaquin Delta. So y'all stay safe, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Yo, hold up, wait a minute. Did you drop a like and subscribe to the channel as yet? Oh, hell no. If not, now is the time to do so.